All right, back with another video here. I'm doing a quick product demonstration of a graphics card, if you can call it that, which is actually more of a display adapter that'll be going into a computer of a client of mine where he needed specific requirements where his computer essentially just isn't cutting it, where he only has 3 displays and he needs more, and he has an older computer that can't handle, you know, multiple high definition displays above 1080p. So we ended up agreeing to this. So this is an Asus GT730. This is not your regular quote unquote 730. This one's meant to be a display adapter. So it's essentially a 730 with 2 GB of GDDR5. There are different variants. There's one with just DDR3 and then GDDR5. The G meaning it's dedicated memory for graphics, and the DDR3 is using just standard DDR3 like you would in a computer, and the 5 is the generation, so the GDDR5 is obviously a new generation. So one of the things I like about this one is it comes with 4 HDMI ports that I have them blocked off here, which is perfect because he has multiple screens. And the other nice thing is it's passive cooled, which means no fan, no dust to collect and start messing up with fans. Runs on the ×8 slot, and you could, according to the promotion of Asus here, the manufacturer of this one, is you can stack them. So back in the old days, like in early 2000s, we had SLI. This doesn't work on SLI, but you had SLI, so we can get 2 graphics cards, connect them with a bridge connector, and then double, in theory, your performance. So this one, if you were to add like 3 of them, let's say you had 3 slots and you added 3 of them for a total of 12 displays, which is not that far off as what you might initially think. There are restaurants out there, there are terminals out there, there's waiting rooms in hospitals that one computer is controlling all those screens and each screen is displaying something different. So this is what they have in there. It's just a bunch of these. You don't really game on these. You could, I guess, if the game is old enough, maybe if you're playing like Doom, the very, very original form of Doom and all of that. But, that's not what this is for. This is meant to work. So if you have one of these, you can stack them. And you would see them as individual cards. Like, it wouldn't just be one GT730. It would be like, let's say 2, 3, or 4, how many you ever have installed. So just a quick overview here. It's actually very small. The heatsink is very big to help give it cooling power. Again, the X8 slot. This is a full-size card. There are other offerings like this GT710, which has 1 GB of RAM. I thought the 2 was more than enough because according to the promotion, this can handle 4 4K displays. Perfect for the modern world where most people are displaying 1080p anyway. This helps take some load off your main processor. Perfect for, again, like this gentleman here. He has an older computer, an i5 4590, 4th gen. It could only handle 3 displays according to Intel. And this way, instead of needing adapters, where he has one where they all run HDMI, but he only has 2 display ports and 1 VGA, well, now he could just use all HDMI for all of them, because one of them is going to be a TV, the other 2 are 32-inch monitors. I believe they're all 1080p at the moment. I don't remember what the TV was on me, but this is perfect for him. Again, not that far off as you might think of having multiple displays. Again, they're not for gaming. If you want a game with 12 displays, it's very hard to do that because, yeah, you can have a bunch of 4090s, each with 4 outputs, but they're not going to all communicate. That's the software doesn't allow it. The hardware doesn't allow it. They all act as independent. Where this, it's fine if they're independent because they're just displaying different things on the desktop. They're not really computing anything or rendering anything crazy. So these, you can pick them up for about $130. If you do need a computer that needs extra displays, our link is down in the description. Phone number at the end of the video that's coming up really soon. Just wanted to do a quick product demonstration. The literature, is nothing. The advertising literature is really nothing to write home about. Again, just 2 GB GDDR5. Auto Extreme, which just basically means it was built by Skynet in an automated factory. You know, there's no human involvement whatsoever, at least they claim. If that's a thing for you, you know, by all means, that's nice. But very nice card, feels very well built, and most importantly, built by a company that's reputable. You know, you can go on Amazon, you can go on eBay, you can even go on Best Buy, you know, where you get these no-name companies that, in fact, there was a YouTuber that did one that I saw a few weeks ago where they got a GTX 750 Ti, and it has like 6 VGAs, but, you know, which is all fine and dandy, but at the end of the day, you know, VGA is a very, you know, old connector, still used, but it's old. It still does 1080p, but not a lot of monitors are coming with that nowadays. HDMI, I would prefer DisplayPort, but trying to find one with DisplayPort. You can find some with 2, but trying to find one with 4, which, you know, trying to meet my customers' needs, you know, was almost impossible to find. I'm sure they're out there, but again, I don't like putting no-name stuff in my computer, in my client's computers. I like to put stuff with reputation behind it, where you can put where this one actually does come with a warranty card. In terms of drivers, according to the installation literature, it should be plug and play. It should work right out the box, and then you go to a website where you download the drivers so you can get the full suite of options and everything, and tweaking. You can supposedly tweak these to make it go a little faster. Again, not for gaming, but every little bit of speed, you know, when you're rendering multiple screens does help. Well, that's it for this video. Hope you learned something, and hope to see you all in the next one.